Hey everyone, today I'm in Corpus Christi at the American Bank Center with a good friend and Darryl Meadows. We've worked together for quite a while and quite a few things with ag teachers at FFA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we're just talking about planning a VATAC convention in July, 1st of August, and doing a bunch of catering. But I think it's really interesting what you do. How long have you been here?
About 8.5 years.
And before that, were you in the convention or the center management business?
I managed both movie theaters and live performing arts theaters
Okay.
in the past, and was the director of operations at the Ohio Theater in Columbus, Ohio.
So the what is exactly is the title here?
I am the director of event services and business development.
Okay. So what does that entail?
Uh, Business development basically is working on. I'm over the sales department, so I oversee both the sales account executives. But my real purpose is to develop the relationships
Okay.
with our clients to make sure that what we promise on the front end on the contract side is what we deliver on the operations side, and to make sure that somebody coming in to have an event here has a good time, and that we build that relationship so next time they want to have their event, they come back to us and we have their event here.
About how many events do you have here a year?
Just over 400, and I think 420, I think is what we're at now.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. So what's the biggest event you have every year?
Right now is Texas Skills.
Okay.
It used to be FFA.
Yes.
We'd love to get FFA back in the
I
building.
would too. I would too.
Because we love those folks and love to have them back. Unfortunately, I think it's just the size of the group and the size of the convention center is not a good match anymore. So we try to get creative, but really just couldn't make it work out. So right now it's going to be the Texas Skills USA group.
So how far in advance do you start planning for these events?
We work at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, which is now called Visit Corpus Christi, and they actually book events 5, 6, 7, 8 years out. So we have contracts with through the CVB for large conventions 7, 8 years out.
Right, and so when it seems like to me there's a lot of planning and then it's like crunch time. Is that stressful?
It is, and it's if you, as long as you have a good communicator, both in the organization and through our event services folks, then that stress level can go down the closer and closer you get to an event. It's when you get multiple events in the building, then it can be a little hectic trying to get balance everything out.
Right. So if someone's wanting to be in the convention planning or the oversight of a facility and manage all that, what would you suggest they do? As a young one,
rethink that.
yeah, that's all. It'll turn your hair gray.
Find another career path.
His hair wasn't gray 8 years ago.
No, it's interesting. If you like people and if you don't mind working on what I always tell everybody when they come in as an event coordinator or in the event services industry, is that when everybody else is off work and having fun, that's when we're busy.
Oh.
If we have concerts, we have conventions, and those typically happen during off times. So it lends itself to being off when everybody else is working.
Yes.
And in working when everybody else is off.
Ah.
So as long as they can embrace that as kind of almost a lifestyle, and as long as their family and friends can accept that, then it's an amazing career choice. So, it's to me it's all about relationships.
Gotcha. Sounds like the restaurant business a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you keep thinking that everybody has a kitchen, but everybody still goes out to restaurants, right?
Right.
So, and they do that because they get tired of cooking themselves and they want somebody else to cook for them. So,
Right. Yeah. So I think it's interesting to see all 400. I didn't know that, but to see all the different things and just interesting to meet all those different people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it doesn't stay. It changes all the time. So
And that's what I love about this. I don't think I could work in a job that was repetitive, where I went in and did 9 to 5 office, or God bless bank tellers. I'm glad they're there, but if I had to be a bank teller or, you know, that's not for me. I'm glad they do that. I'm glad somebody loves doing that, but you know, an accounting, you know, sitting there working at a desk all day, I can't do that. I've got to be out and around. I've got to be, you know, in front of people, working with people. So, but yeah, the interesting thing about this building is that we have the arena, a 10,000 seat arena. We have a 2,600 seat auditorium and the convention and banquet facility here.
Yes.
So, our job any given day we can have a major concert. We can have a circus. We could have a truck show, a boat show, an RV show. We could have a convention. We could have, you know, pretty much any type of event that you can have. You can imagine we could have. So one day you're working with a large convention like that, and the next day you're working with Kiss or
Yes.
you know, or the Beach Boys or whoever. So
Well, it's really fun for us to be here again. I enjoy coming to Corpus and appreciate all y'all do. So, one last question, like a final quote or word or something that you live by that motivates you. That is.
I attended Stephen Covey class years ago, and Stephen Covey is an amazing man. And one of the things that I try to put into use every day here is, and to strengthen those relationships with both my staff and our clients, is to seek first to understand and then to be understood.
Yes, that's awesome.
And so that helps us when we're planning an event to listen and to take all that information and understand what the client's needs are before we, you know, try to explain to them what we need or so.
And that's really being here 6 or 8 times. I really think you do that. I feel comfortable coming in. It's like you're listened to and accommodated, and it's to help us be successful. So seek first to be understood, or to seek
first to understand,
and then to be understood. That's awesome. So, well, I appreciate it. I can't wait to be here this summer with you again.
We look forward to it.
Feed a bunch of ag teachers and cater. And thanks for letting me be a part of everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. God bless.
Thank
Take
you.
care.